Hello everyone. Today we are hosting a debate session. There are two rounds on this debate session. The topic is love marriage is better than arranged marriage. For the first round, me, Rimita Mukherjee and Orko Chatterjee, we are speaking for the motion of the topic. Parshanath Datta and Pooja, they are going to speak against the motion of the topic. And the second and the most final round, we are going to have me and Orko Chatterjee as for the motion of the topic and Parshanath Dotto and Pooja Shom for the motion of the topic.
So, hello everyone, I am Orko Chatterjee, and our today's debate topic is love marriage is better than arranged marriage. So, today our main question is that love marriage or arranged marriage? Not that. Love marriage is better than the arranged marriage. So, I firmly believe that love marriage is the superior choice. By choosing our own partners, we prioritize emotional connection, mutual respect, and personal happiness. And this leads to stronger, more resilient relationships built on a foundation of love, trust, and shared values. My fellow speaker might say love marriage is better than the arranged marriage. No, not love marriage, is arranged marriage. I'm literally sorry. My fellow speaker might say arranged marriage provides stability and security, as the union is often based on a careful evaluation of the couple's compatibility, financial stability, and family background. So my first point of argument is, while arranged marriages may provide stability and security, they can also lead to a lack of personal freedom and autonomy. In love marriages, couples have the freedom to choose their own partner and build a life together based on their own preferences and values. My fellow speaker might also say arranged marriage involves the active participation of families, which can provide emotional, financial, and social support to the couple. My second point of counter argument, that is, while family involvement and support can be beneficial, it can also lead to a undue pressure and interference in the couple's relationship. In the love marriages, couples have the freedom to make their own decisions and build a life together without external interference. My fellow speaker might also say studies have shown that arranged marriages tend to have lower divorce rates compared to love marriages. My third point of view, that while arranged marriages may have lower divorce rates, it doesn't necessarily mean that they are happier or more fulfilling. In fact, many arranged marriages may be maintained due to social or family pressure rather than genuine love or commitment. My fellow speaker might also say arranged marriages are an important part of many cultures and traditions. My last and fourth counter argument of this, while arranged marriages may be an important part of many cultures and traditions, it doesn't mean that they are inherently better or more desirable than love marriages. In fact, many cultures and traditions are evolving to incorporate more modern and progressive values, including the importance of personal freedom and autonomy. In a love marriage, individuals have the autonomy to choose their life partner based on their own preferences, emotions, and compatibility. And this freedom fosters a sense of empowerment and self determination, which is often absent in arranged marriages where family or societal pressures may dominate the decision. Love marriages typically stem from a pre existing relationship where partners have spent time understanding each other's personalities, values, and the habits. And this foundation of love, mutual understanding can lead to a stronger, more resilient bond compared to arranged marriages, where partners may start as strangers. And love marriages also prioritize the personal compatibility over societal or familial expectations, such as caste, religion, or economic status. This focus on shared interest and goals can result in a more harmonious and fulfilling relationship, free from the uh, constraints of outdated traditions. And in the love marriages, the decision is primarily between the couple, reducing the interference from partners or relatives. And this can lead to fewer conflicts arising from familial expectations, which are common in arranged setups where the family's approve often takes um, precedence over the couple's happiness. And in today's fast paced, individualistic world, love marriages align better with contemporary values of independence and personal fulfillment. And they reflect a progressive mindset, allowing couples to build a partnership based on a mutual love rather than obligation. Thank you, everyone.
Hi everyone, I am Parshadatta and I am speaking against the motion. So recently, my fellow and my opposition, Orko Chatterjee, delivered some points, and I am now going to counter his logic. Orko Chatterjee has spoke the points very well, but he has increased some baseless points, and I want to counter his points that he previously mentioned that love marriage contains true love. So my question is to Orko that is it is the true love content by love marriage? The marriage which consists acid attack, the marriage which consists rape, murder, the marriage which consists divorce cases, the marriage which consists domestic violence. Can how can you mention it love? How can you mention it love? And the one point that you have mentioned, that culture, the family culture, the that the love marriage maintains culture. So my question is to that the love marriage, how can love marriage maintain culture? Because in love marriage, the 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 people, the person who have engaged in this marriage, they are not prioritize their families. They are choosing someone who are not their life for many years. The persons who are there in their life for many years, like his parents, his family members, they know the person very well. Then the person they choose in a fraction of second, and they sometimes they choose false person who in case of love, who in promise, who gave promise but does not keep their promise. So how can you say that love marriage is better than arranged marriage? And my third point, my third counter argument is that societal pressure. So in love marriage, you mentioned that there is no societal pressure, as there is a clear understanding between between the couples. So my question is to you that before the marriage, the understanding or mutual understanding and love and everything they had, if they had the same conditional love after the marriage, I think that after the marriage, their love soon decreases, and their understanding goes in faint, because after, as they are maintaining a relationship for many years, they lose interest, and nothing seems to be new to them. But in case of arranged marriage, they try to understand, and they starts to understand each other. And as they try to understand each other, and they face new experiences, and as they face new experiences, then their love gets more and more deeper. But if you see in case of arranged marriage, their love is makes more lighter, but in love marriage their love goes denser, and it stables the relationship, it stables their understanding. And as per sources, that many divorce cases can be seen in love marriage. So my opposition, Orko Chatterjee, I have a question to you. I have a question to you that how can you say that love marriage is better than arranged marriage? Arranged marriage is obviously better than love marriage, because it is not of today. It is continuing from ancient age. In ancient age, where there was no opportunity for love marriage, the parents, the elders of the bride and groom called the many persons, and they choose them for arranged marriage, and their marriage stabilized. But nowadays, many of the persons is committing love marriage, and their marriage is not they're getting stability. So that's it.
Hello everyone, I'm Rimita Mukherjee, and today I'm going to speak for the motion of the topic in the first round. So my topic is that love marriage is better than arranged marriage, and I'm going to speak for the motion. So, firstly, I want to say that my opponents are really suffering to find their love interest. That's why they are like always supporting arranged marriage because their last hope is arranged marriage. So, firstly, I want to counter argument against Parshanath Datta that the first point he said, arranged marriage, domestic violence. I want to say that most of the cases we can see, they are forcibly married and all, and that's why individuals always interrupt where there is domestic violence in arranged marriage, and most of the cases there are that. And also, when you are talking about the history, do you actually know the person from the very first? Because before marriage it's really hard to like communicate with the person, and in arranged marriage it's really harder nowadays. I know, I agree that in this time of era there are many other cases that they take time to know each other before arranged marriage, but in 1 year or 2 year, is that enough to know a person? What if they are just marrying you for dowry and you are just willing to give it because you have no hope for your love? And second, the counter argument about society. Society only know not about you, about the person. They are just going for the love interest and who is looking really beautiful and all. They are everything on that, and they are just going for finance, not even what an individual actually think of. And when actually a arranged marriage doesn't work out, most of the society will say that maybe they have any character issue. And the last argument I want to say that if in love marriage, most of the love marriage stays forever because of that. If two individuals truly love each other and actually they are leading to love marriage, so if that person is not really cheat type, they will never lose the interest of the individual on other couple they have on their partner. If they are cheated, they always lose the interest. It's really normal to understand. And firstly, I want to say for the motion that individual happiness is actually what it matters in the marriage. If the two couples are not happy, then what is the matter of the marriage? Personal autonomy is also important. Pre-existing connection can grow more and more, develop the understanding and more everything. Stronger, deeper level of connection and love, trust, and even more. Potential for deeper intimacy grows day by day, and alignment and modern values grow really farther. I know that in history values, we can see that arranged marriage is more prioritized, but we are forgetting about the dowry system, are not we? That's the most important topic to talk about nowadays, and that's where we have to be really modern nowadays. And if you are actually in love marriage, we can actually try to find many ways that how can you like connect all those conflicts and get away from them and resolve them actually, because only a conflict which is resolving, it is the really definition of a healthy marriage. And also I want to say society and stability, what others will say, it doesn't matter in love marriage. The ultimate thing is love marriage. If you love someone, you can stay forever. And my one last important question for my opponents, that in forced arranged marriage, families become happy. But what about the couples, which actually matters in the marriage? I really want this answer. And after this questioning, I'm like finishing my argument right here. Thank you everyone for listening.
Hi everyone, I am Pooja Shom and I am speaking against the Muslim. My topic is love marriage is better than arranged marriage and I am speaking against the Muslim. So arranged marriage have its own strengths, reported in practically and community support. And in arranged marriage, guardians carefully select a partner for their child, minimizing the risk of mistakes. In contrast, the partner's selection process in independently when which can solutions to lead the misjudgment. That's why love marriage may be more challenges. As its results, divorce cases are increasing day by day. Supreme Court says love marriage leading cause of most divorce cases in India. According to UNICEF, the divorce rate of love marriage is 55%, but the case of arranged marriage, the rate of divorce case is low because because the love can fade, but the partnership built on strength and goals. And I think my fellow speakers, Orko and Rimita, don't know about the modern reality and modern society. That's why Orko raised the point that personal freedom. He raised that we have not, there are not personal freedom in the arranged marriage. But I think he does not know that now many modern arranged marriage involve accommodation of tradition and modern approaches. Like there are lots of matrimonial websites apps like sadhika.com and other apps where become popular platforms finding the right partners. Now we have social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Insta, and individual and our families may find and may use the social media and search information, photos, and update about potential matches. And sometimes families arrange dates or meetings, personal meetings between potential matches. These types of family arrange dates helps to allow individuals to interact, build a community before deciding a marriage. And in case of love marriage, we shows that lots of various types of teenagers face various types of problems, like because of domestic violence, including acid attack, kidnapping, rape cases, murder cases. But arranged marriage are lots of safe more than and stable than the love marriage. And my fellow speaker Rimita raised the point that in arranged marriage we can't find love. So I want to ask my fellow speaker Rimita and Orko that that the despite the strong emotional bond in love marriage and relationship, why do many women abandon their boyfriend when their parents arrange a marriage with a more financially secure partner? And thank you.
Now we are going to dive into second round. Parshvanath and Pooja for the motion of the topic, and me, Rimita Mukherjee, and Orko as the against of the topic.
Hi, I am Parshana Datta, and now in second round, I am going to speak against for the motion, and which is love marriage is better than arranged marriage. So, love marriage is better than arranged marriage because in love marriage, the couples get their mutual understanding. They have their mutual understanding, and also they have pure love, and the love which is for many years, and they will know each other. They know their faults. They know their good things. They know their bad things, good sides, bad sides, and also they know how they are. And in love marriage, the one thing which is very good is that there is no adjustment between them, no need of adjustment between them, as everything is adjusted previously. So now my opponents might say that in love marriage sometimes they had mutual disagreement, and sometimes they also had quarrel and domestic violence also. So domestic violence can also seen, and I think that this kind of things are seen in great number in arranged marriage case, because in love marriage they know each other and everything is known to them. And the other thing that sometimes in arranged marriage, the arranged marriage is not by the self will of the bride or groom. This is totally their family pressure. And as it is totally their family pressure, sometimes it does not get so much of attention. And sometimes they don't feel in love of them. So how can they live their remaining life if there is no mutual understanding, if there is no sympathy, if there is no condolences for them? So how is it possible for live two individuals in a life, a long life? But in love marriage cases, these things not happen because they will know each other, and in love marriage cases they have love and sympathy for them, and they care each other. And the other thing, they don't have societal pressure because there is no expectation. In arranged marriage case, sometimes there is more expectation from the society and from also from individuals, but they cannot express it because they don't know each other quite well. But in love marriage case, they can express everything, and if they can express everything, this makes the relation quite strong because they can express their desire. And now my opponents might say that in love marriage, there is sometimes the disapproval of the family members or disapproval of society. So my answer to them, if no, the two individuals, if a person can be happy in their life, what will they do with their approval or with their support? Because life is totally of the individual, and they have the right to live their life freedom with freedom. So in their freedom, if they commit love marriage over arranged marriage, I think that it is not a offense, and I think that everyone should support it because love is not by one day, and it is a great thing, and it is a perpetual theme, I think. So the two person who fell in love is not by one day and not by any chance. We know that in literature there is a word that love at first sight. I know it is true, but love is totally the understanding of a single individual, and which takes time to grow. So sometimes in love marriage, I know there is some bad things also, but in the many cases, in maximum cases, I will say in 99.99% of cases, there is true love, and the true love which makes their bond strong, stronger, strongest. But in arranged marriage, you cannot see that. Even after many years, many decades also, they can't express their words, they can't express their feelings to each other. So, my question is to my opponents, if they can't even express their feelings, their desire to each other, how can their bond be strong? How can their bond remain strong for years? And how can they leave each other? So, thank you for listening me. That's
So, hello everyone, I'm Orko Chatterjee, and our today's debate topic is love marriage is better than arranged marriage. And I am speaking against the motion. So, my fellow speaker has mentioned many things and many great things you have raised. So, at first, I want to say, my fellow speaker, that you have said that in love marriage, both person know each other very well. So then tell me, in love marriage, they know very much well. There are many mutual understanding. They know each other so much well. They love each other. So why the divorce rate is increasing by day? Why? In the Article 21 by Supreme Court, 95% of divorces happened or happening just because of love marriages. It is published by Supreme Court. I'm not saying that. It is in the Article 21. And my fellow speaker also said that in love marriages, both person can desire their willings. But what about? I mean, it can also happen in arranged marriages because love has no age. Love has no particular time to come. So after arranged marriage, there is also love, right? And my fellow speaker also mentioned that. In the love marriage there are also understanding. So in arranged marriage there are also understanding. Just because Like example of our father mother, they got arranged marriage and like they're so much happy in their life. So is the point of view of yours. And while love marriages may prioritize emotional connection, arranged marriages provide the stability and security by taking into account factors like financial stability, family background, and uh, social status. And this ensures a more secure and stable future for the couple. And love marriages are often based on emotions, which can be fleeting. And arranged marriages, on the other hand, are based on a career evolution of compatibility, reducing the risk of divorce. In fact, studies have shown that arranged marriages have lower divorce rates compared to love marriages. And arranged marriages involve the active participation of families, providing emotional, financial, and social support to the couple. And this collective backing can help the couple navigate challenges and difficulties, leading to a stronger and more resilient relationship. And if a person is, willing to do love marriage without listening their father's mother's choice, so don't their father's mother choice or value is not matter, doesn't matter that is their parents happiness doesn't matter to him or her, because from childhood they brought up the boy or girl, and at the end of the day the boy or girl is saying they are willing to do love marriages, then what about their happiness? So that is the main thing. And arranged marriages take into account practical considerations like financial stability, education, and career prospects, ensuring a more secure and stable future for the couple. Love marriages, on the other hand, may prioritize the emotions over practical considerations, right? And arranged marriages can reduce the pressure on the couple to find a partner, as the family takes an active role in finding a suitable match. Your family is choosing a partner for you. That means he or she will be good. Without knowing the particular person, your family will not choose the person for you, right? They are know that this person is good and it is perfect for the whole life, whom with your spending the whole of your life. And arranged marriages can increase the family harmony as the family is involved in the decision making process. A love marriage, on the other hand, may lead to conflicts between the couple and their families, particularly in the families do not approve of the partner. And arranged marriages can reduce the emotional stress as the couple is not solely focused on romantic feelings. And love marriages, on the other hand, may lead to emotional stress, if the couple is not compatible. So thank you everyone, and that's my counter argument.
Hi everyone, I am Pooja Shom and and my topic is love marriage is better than arranged marriage and I am speaking for the motion. Love marriage is a type of marriage where the individuals involved choose their own partner based and own mutual love. This type of marriage is often associated with the Western cultures, but it is becoming a common thing in other parts of the world as well. Love marriage teaches us lots of things, like love marriage teaches a girl to love and accept a boy for who he is, regardless of his employment status, and to support him through the life challenges. Love marriage helps to increase the patience in both partners, teaching them understanding and support each other in strengths and weakness. Shah Rukh Khan and Gauri Khan's love story is a shining example of patience and dependent and true love. And their 7 years relationship, which began in 1984, demonstrated the couples communicate to each other and their willings to wait and right movement to the get married. In case of arranged marriage, guardians often select a partner for his child and living in the individual with the limited choice. As its results, their couples have to face various types of problems like misunderstanding and various types of issues. But it is essential to remember that each partner has the choice to select his life partner. My fellow speaker raised the point divorce. So I want to say that my fellow speaker which while it's true that some love marriages ends in divorce, it is also important to note that many arranged marriages also result in divorce, often due to compatibility issues or lack emotional conditions. Actually, when the divorce case occurs in arranged marriage, we blame our fate, our destiny, or the individuals involved rather than the parents who arranged the union. But when a love marriage ends in divorce, the blame is usually placed to the couple themselves. This is the main problem of our society. And in some cases, the arranged marriages why just the many suffer of and in some cases of arranged marriages wife suffers various types of problems like they faces violence like from their husbands and in-laws from their house. And my fellow speaker raised the point that father's mother's choice in the case of arranged marriage. So I want to ask my fellow speaker that if the choice of it is the marry is the choice of the partners, not the choice of their guardians. And this is my opinion on this point.
Hello everyone, I'm Rimita Mukherjee, and the second round, I'm against the topic. My topic is that love marriage is better than arranged marriage. So, firstly, I want to say in love marriage, we can see family support is always high, which is good thing because marriage is not because of us couples too. It's about their families also. When a marriage occurs, two families also get joined by them. And historical stability, yeah, in many cases we can see dowries, but it's modern age right now. Many people who are actually getting arranged marriage right now, there are some race cases about dowry, and most of the people are actually going for no dowry marriage. And that's, we can say, we are improving day by day. Also, focusing on financial status is really important. Let me ask you a question. What if your partner, it's really important question for my opponents, that what if your partner has no job, no home, no nothing to feed you? Will you still will marry that person? Will that marriage will stay? I really, like, really need this answer, and please be realistic on that, that nobody will stay after that. At the end of the day, everything which matters to person, that is actually love. Love and actually money, love interest is like last thing on the list. So that's why people go for arranged marriage. And also guidance is a, for partner selection is really a need. A person who is can't find their actual love marriage, who is struggling to find, arranged marriage is like totally a good option for them. My fellow speaker opponent recently, Parsha Datto, just said a point that they, in arranged marriage, the in the love marriage, people actually have more connection with individuals, but in love marriage it doesn't. Can you please answer that in the first level of your like love marriage, or maybe in the first level of your love, could you actually speak everything out loud to your like partner? Of course not. It was really hard. You can't be freak all the time, and it's really your first stage. And at in the arranged marriage, it's also their first stage. What if a arranged marriage can actually turn into love marriage at some point? It's actually a really total different thing which is happening nowadays, and it really helps to build stronger communities, shared values and morals, which is actually really need in modern life. Lower initial expectation, like some people actually have higher unrealistic expectation in their love marriage, which can actually go by the arranged marriage. They can actually face the reality, what actually reality is. And that's all point I had to say in my counter argument. And now we are going for the in conclusion. Both arranged marriage and have love marriage both have their advantages and disadvantages. We talked all about that. Our opponents and my fellow speakers really helped us through our debate session. Social approval in arranged marriage offers stability, and while love marriages provide emotional connections and compatibility, ultimately the success of a marriage depends on the couple's commitment, and understanding, and how regardless they actually meet. And that's what a actual marriage is. So, after saying all those things, we are ending our debating session here. Thank you everyone for listening us.